Hi, my name is Sue Davies and welcome to my garden. I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about skills that you might need for high school, skills that you might need for the future. But really, this has gotten me thinking about how I started high school a long time ago, and I've been thinking back to those days, and I can remember feeling so worried about taking the school bus.
Excuse me, Bart's a little upset this morning, so could everyone please be extra nice to him?
I was just so worried that I wasn't going to get a seat on the school bus. And I was also really worried about the combination lock to my locker to see if I would remember that. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get my lock off my locker. And I was just worried about finding my way around school. About 2 weeks later, as I got to know the school a bit, I was like thinking, should I try to put eyeshadow on in the bathroom at break time? So my worries about school were nothing about skills. They were just really kind of all about getting settled into school. After a while, so high school is a place for you to figure out things that you like, things that make you happy, things that you might want to do in your future career. And that's the time to start thinking about maybe the skills that you'll need. So I'm not going to talk to you about skills like how to pass a test, how to pass an exam, how to take notes, how to study, how to memorize. Those aren't the kind of skills that I'm talking about. I want to talk to you today really about the skills that are needed for your whole life so that you can have really a happy life and a connected life to your community and to people around you. I am originally from Canada. I left high school with this kind of notion that I wanted to tell stories and travel the world. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to go places. I didn't want to stay in my hometown. And I spent 4 years training in television and radio and print journalism. After that, I had many jobs. And a lot of those jobs and the jobs that I've had have needed communication. So the things that I learned throughout my whole life, communication was the biggest skill that I needed.
Communication. I know everyone says that. Everyone's all like, communication is key. Blah, blah, blah.
I've worked as a news reporter for a local television station. I worked as a writer for community newspapers. I moved to the UK and I started working in the third sector, the charitable sector, doing communications for charities, helping them to get their message across. I've set up volunteering programs for women and young people, older people. So I've had like a ton of different kinds of jobs and I've really enjoyed that. But some of the skills that I needed, they were partly taught at school, but partly I needed to develop them. One of the hardest skills for me to learn, I think, was about team working. Because a lot of the time in high school, I just felt like, oh gosh, I got to be in a group. I mean, that took me a long time to learn the value of other people's contributions and how we could make stuff really good when we were all listening to each other and collaborating. Self-management, some people find that easier and some people find that a lot harder. And that was something that I really struggled with. I still find it really hard to put stuff in my diary. Self-management and learning that I had to do like some of the boring stuff, like do my diary, follow up on meeting notes, all that sort of thing. That's just been practice, but it allowed me to work more efficiently. And it also, when you have self-management, I think you feel less anxious, because a lot of the times I'd think, oh my gosh, I haven't done this assignment. I wish I wouldn't have procrastinated. And part of the self-management thing is like, if you do like 5 minutes on something, your brain gets tricked into thinking, oh, you can do this for longer. And then you really finish a job. So I wish somebody would have said to me, just try something for 5 minutes and you'll probably complete your task. I've worked a lot to deadlines, especially in journalism. Deadlines were something that I was good at meeting. I never missed a deadline, but I wish I could have had better time management. And you can practice it. I always wanted to know why. Why are we doing this? I always ask myself questions, especially in maths class. There was these equations, and it was like, Bill goes to the store with £5. Abby goes with £3. They buy 25 apples. Why are they going to the store? And why didn't they just pool their money together and buy a pizza? It encouraged me to ask questions of all kinds of things. Why we do things the way we do them. Why can't we change things? Is there a better way? How does that relate to my life? How does it relate to others? So don't be afraid to ask those questions, because it develops your thinking and your thinking skills, and to think more deeply about stuff. Your generation will be the generation that will use technology in ways that we've never conceived, never thought about. You will be the generation that will know about data and data science and how to use that with artificial intelligence. But even when the jobs that we don't know have yet to be created, you will always need the deeper skills. Communication. You will need the deeper skill of empathy. You will need the deeper skill of thinking and not being afraid to ask questions. You will need the deeper skill of understanding yourself and how to manage yourself. Even if you don't even know what it is that you would like to do, just keep communicating, keep talking, keep asking questions. And I wish you all the best for the years ahead. And if you ever want to come down to my office and talk volunteering, that'd be great too.